All right, today we are tearing down and rebuilding a strategy. This is a real deal case study, looking at the actual blueprint that was designed to take a Web3 project with a huge idea and turn it into a high-growth, powerful movement. So let's just dive right in.
And that really is the central question, isn't it? I mean, it's not just about getting more followers or clicks. It's about building a whole ecosystem, a culture, a community that believes in your vision so much that they become your biggest champions. The blueprint we're breaking down today, it lays out one very specific, very powerful answer to that big question. So what was the problem they were starting with? Well, it wasn't the idea. I mean, a gold-backed, AI-powered, decentralized ecosystem, that's a pretty strong concept. The problem was its presence was completely fragmented. The message was scattered, the audience was tiny, and there was just no consistent rhythm. Let's look at the numbers. 32. Yeah, you heard that right. On X, which is basically the lifeblood of the entire crypto space, this project had only 32 followers. But get this, they had published over 1,000 posts. That single number just proves that a ton of effort without a real strategy can lead to, well, almost zero impact. And you know, the picture gets even worse when you look at deep engagement. Just 28 Substack subscribers. This is the platform for your true believers, right? The people who want the long-form vision. Having only 28 people sign up is a massive red flag that the core audience, it just wasn't there yet. So how do you even begin to fix this? Well, the strategy's first move wasn't to just post more, thankfully. It was to go deeper, way deeper, and forge a rock-solid brand identity. Because before you can build anything, you have to lay the foundation. You have to figure out the very soul of the project. And this is the soul they defined, the sovereign architect. Now, this isn't just some clever marketing gimmick. It's a whole communication framework. Every single post, every tweet, every article has to feel intelligent, visionary, and empowering. The voice isn't about asking for permission. It's about giving people the tools to build their own destiny. And wow, this just brilliantly illustrates that voice in action. This one line does more work than a 100-page white paper, I swear. It's memorable, it's powerful, and it perfectly captures the entire value proposition. Stability from gold, an edge from AI, freedom from DeFi, and the most important part, you, the user, you're the captain. But here's the thing, a great voice isn't one size fits all. The strategy is smart enough to adapt its tone for each platform. So on X, it's all about being direct, confident, high signal. But on Substack, that same voice becomes more authoritative, more educational, taking the time to really unpack complex ideas for that dedicated audience. Now that is strategic communication. Okay, so now we have the voice, but a powerful brand identity is totally useless if it's just sitting in some strategy document, right? You need an engine to bring it to life consistently and at scale. This next part, this is the operational heart of the entire strategy. And the core principle of this engine is all about efficiency. Create once, distribute everywhere. The idea is just genius in its simplicity. You build one high-value, long-form piece of content, say a Substack article, and then you systematically chop it up and repurpose it for every other platform. That one-pillar article becomes multiple X threads, short-form videos, you name it. This engine is broken down into 4 super clear stages. First up is the spark. That's where the ideas are born. Second, you've got the hub, which is a central place to store everything. Third is the amplifier, where all the tools automate distribution. And finally, and this is crucial, you have the loop, where analytics tell you what's working so you can feed that data right back into the spark. And the best part, this isn't just theory. The plan lays out a specific and really cost-effective tech stack to power this whole engine. We're talking about everyday tools like Notion for project management, Buffer for scheduling, and Zapier for automation. This makes the entire system feel tangible and, maybe most importantly, totally affordable. Okay, so we've got the brand identity, we've got the content engine. Now, how do we actually put it all into motion? Well, the strategy lays out a crystal clear 3-month roadmap to go from basically zero to a thriving community. This journey is broken down into 3 logical phases. Month 1 is all about the foundation, just answering the basic question, what even is this thing? Then, month 2 shifts to the ecosystem, focusing on how does it actually work? And finally, month 3 becomes the movement, where the call to action is join the sovereignty, mobilizing that now educated community.
And this roadmap sets some seriously ambitious goals. Just look at this chart for one key metric: Substack subscribers. The goal is to go from 28 to 250 in the very first month. That's what? Nearly a 10x increase? That just shows you the level of confidence they have in this new system.
So to hit that kind of growth, the plan includes these specific campaign beats. The very first week kicks off with something called Genesis Week, a 7-day content blitz. Each day focuses on a different theme, from the vision to the tech, all of it designed to consolidate the message and onboard that first wave of true believers. So, you see how all these pieces, the brand, the engine, the roadmap, they aren't just separate ideas. No, they're all designed to work together, to connect, to create one powerful, self-reinforcing system.
And that system is the growth loop. It works like this. High-quality content attracts an audience. Automation then amplifies its reach. This drives traffic and subscriptions. Then, an exclusive community creates social proof, which attracts even more people right back to the top of the loop. It's basically a flywheel for perpetual growth.
Which leaves us with one final thought. We've just deconstructed the strategy for one specific project, right? But the core components, they feel universal: a strong identity, a systematic content engine, and a phased, value-driven roadmap. So the real question is this some kind of niche strategy, or is this the essential blueprint for building pretty much any modern movement?